talking. So it is Friday night. It's 9:32. I'm 2 minutes behind schedule. I am going to wait a little bit to make sure everybody who wants to hear the story is able to hear the story. And then I will... It's on your TikTok page? Okay, perfect. And then I'll go ahead and start. We're on chapter 7 from my book, Friends to Lovers book, A Game of Hearts. As I'm sitting here saying it and trying to show it to you, it doesn't... The live stream is starting now. I'm so over today, y'all. So yeah, reading from A Game of Hearts. Today... Not even today. This week was rough. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it's just been one thing after another. And I legit thought today was Thursday. I thought today was Thursday. It's not. It's Friday. I should be excited. And I am excited. But I'm tired. And there's something wrong with my eyes. Like, I don't even know what's going on right now. And I think it has to do with the fact that I wore my contacts a little bit longer than normal. And my contacts aren't like 100% in line with my jacked up vision. So, yeah. This is a grown-up book, sweetheart. This is 18 and over. And we're about to get to the sexy times. Hey, Millennial Bookworm. How you doing, sweet pea? Thank you for the love. Yes, this is a grown-up book. So... if you're not 18 and over, which if I remember correctly, you are 16, swipe up, and make sure you tag me on Instagram so I can check out the fursuit, or TikTok, or I'll go look because you said you posted the videos. See you later, sweetheart. Bye. We had a teeny bopper Millennial Bookworms, but she's a cool one. But we about to read some sexy times. I probably should have put like 18 and over. But then I think it would have attracted more people who shouldn't even be in this feed. And that's not what I want. You glad for the weekend? I am too. I thought today was Thursday. And I'm super tired today. Like, I think the fact that I've been waking up between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning every single day, instead of getting the extra 2 hours of sleep that I normally, because I normally get up between 4 and 4:30, 5 o'clock at the latest, and I go to bed at 9, but I probably don't fall asleep till like 11 or 12 sometimes, depending on what's happening in my brain. But this week was brutal, like super brutal. And then I think too, I'm just like a teeny bit stressed. The fact that my dad's memorial is on Tuesday. So yeah, I will probably 9 times out of 10 not be streaming on Tuesday next week. I know I said I was going to do 30 days in a row, and I'll just carry it over until October, I guess. But Tuesday, you guys won't see me. I mean, I might. It just depends on how drained I feel. Like, if I feel up to it, I'll definitely get on. But if I don't feel up to it, you guys won't see me, like, at all. And then I posted a TikTok video today being silly as hell. I don't know if you saw it. But yeah, I was being silly. I was being silly. I've updated the Discord. It's looking fly and new. Did it say new event? It did. Oh, my Discord is looking amazing, y'all. If you haven't joined already, go. It's so much fun. I promise. Yeah. Okay. So, it's 6 minutes after the hour. So I will go ahead and start reading. Remember, I do commentary. It's what I do. I'm a commentary girl. I talk stuff about the characters that I write. I will read the synopsis. I don't know why I keep calling it a synopsis. It's a blurb. It's a blurb. And my book is super thin. So, we're almost done. Like, we've read more than half the book, actually. See? We've read more than half the book. We've read all of this. And we only have this left. So I think we are legit good to go. So, the blurb, once again. Dumped by her boyfriend of 3 years just a few days before their anniversary and planned trip to an island paradise, a place where fantasies come true, a resort called Indulgence. Zoraida Limius is forced to do a little soul searching, and what she discovers is not what she expected, especially when her best friend from childhood, Mateo Vargas, expresses an interest in being more than just friends. Now everything is up in the air, including her friendship with Mateo. One almost steamy night sets the two on a journey that Zoraida may or may not be ready for, but Mateo hopes she is, as the two indulge their fantasies with a game of hearts. Yay, we love when they're hearty like that. So, chapter 7, remember previous chapter, Mateo basically took the lead. Their bodies just about to hit the floor or the bed. She shrugged out of her shirt, tossed it to the floor. He took off his shirt. I think she was wearing a dress. Sorry, a dress. And so now we're where it's at. So, Zori's point of view now. Shit got real. Real girl. Like for real. Mateo was shirtless, and all his raw masculinity would invade my dreams for years to come. His muscles were a work of art that flowed smoothly and fluidly with each movement of his body. Like a panther, he was lazy but sure in his gait. It only took him 3 strides before he stood in front of me, gripping the sides of my lace underwear. Ooh, lace underwear. In one smooth move that left me breathless. Mateo slid them down my hips, nipping the delicate skin there as he continued his descent. I like it when men bite. Do we like biting? Like soft nibbles? I shouldn't say biting. Nibbles? Nibbles are nice, right? Wherever one of his hands touched, his mouth followed, until my underwear were on the floor around my ankles. His head was level with my opening, and he leaned forward and pulled in a deep breath. I'm getting embarrassed, by the way. I don't know if y'all could tell. So if I don't look up, it's because I'm like, I don't want y'all to see. I'm embarrassed. Yes, I write naughty books, but that doesn't mean I like to read them out loud. Right? Good point. Very good point. Why is she wearing lace drawers if she had no intention of being super uber sexy underneath? Us women, what do? What do we do? When we are feeling super sexy about ourselves, hey Chris, when we're feeling super sexy about ourselves, what do we do, ladies? We put on the matching bra and panty set, am I right? With a little lace frill, maybe even a little opening, you know what I'm saying, right? To make the unveiling even that much more special. Hey, Miss Layla. So, that she was wearing the lace... that says something, I think. Anyways. Remember, I'm about to get embarrassed because, we got the hot stuff happening. I've been dying to taste you here, he said against my inner thigh. Oh, Lord Jesus. I was about to respond, but I didn't get the chance. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I should have sensed what would happen next, but I didn't. My body was so hyped up on lust, all I could do was close my eyes as the first heated lick of his tongue between my legs stole my breath away. Am I going to get banned? TikTok, don't do it. Oh my God. Ah. She was trying to be sexy, just not for him. That could be true, Chris. You're right. There are times when we want to feel sexy just for ourselves. I agree with that. But, please don't ban me, TikTok. I'm just reading from a Ceci book. Okay, I might like chill down on the words, y'all. Just saying. Whew. Okay, so we just read the part where he's licked her between her legs and basically stole her breath away, right? Okay, good. Heat flooded my face and my body tingled in awareness due to the delicious things Mateo did. Perfect, he groaned. Don't forget I don't do voices, so I apologize. Just imagine a Hispanic male who sounds really, 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 really nice. I would have fallen forward, but Mateo was there holding me by the waist before hoisting me up into his arms. He turned with me and I grabbed onto his shoulders. He placed me gently on the bed and then put a knee at the edge of the mattress. He crawled toward me, head bent, a look of pure need on his face. His mouth glistened with my juices. I'm so embarrassed. Oh my God, this is so. I wrote this. Let me just get over it. Whoa, just get over it. And I couldn't hold back the moan that crawled out of my throat when he rumbled. Tastes just like I thought it would. Sweet and strong. Woo! Tigress, what you doing? Dulce y fuerte. Your scent is going to be on me for days. He about to go swimming, it sounds like. Because if it don't wash off and you still in there, you've been in there. Like in there. Why did he have to say it like that? This was a side of Mateo I hadn't seen before. He was blunt and not exactly a gentleman. His shoulders pushed between my thighs, spreading me further, and my head fell back on the pillow as I threw my hands over my face. Yeah, I know the feeling, sweetheart. I'm throwing my hands over my face as I read this. I felt entirely too hot. My body was on fire, and every nerve ending was aflame and sensitive from his touch. My breath tore from my chest as I tried to gain composure. I could feel the heat of his massive body. Oh, my allergies. Promise it's really my allergies. I'm not. Super embarrassed. Okay. Give me a second. Can y'all see my nose is even a little red? My allergies are really... Okay, he's going to have to wait. I'll be with you in like 10, 20 minutes. Oh my goodness, he should have been asleep. I felt entirely too hot. My body was on fire, and every nerve ending was aflame and sensitive from his touch. My breath tore from my chest as I tried to gain composure. I could feel the heat of his massive body hovering over me, but I was too afraid to look, scared of what I might see, what I might have to admit. Watch me, Zori. Move your hands. I didn't listen right away. Okay. Chris says I better live in those words. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. I'm not embarrassed when I'm writing, but I'll be honest. I'm embarrassed as I'm reading it out loud. Just a little bit. I hope they never ask me to do like a live reading from any of my books. Because if they do, I'm going to have to get a stand-in and just be on the sideline like, oh, I wrote that. Okay, so when I wrote this part and just envisioning it, right? You think to yourself, how do you feel? Because, we all have those awkward moments. I'm just going to call them awkward moments when, stuff is happening, right? Awkward moments. But pretend I'm reading to my husband. Dude, if I was reading to my husband, I wouldn't even get through this. I wouldn't even get through the first page. I'm just saying. We have those awkward moments, right? And when you have that awkward moment, I think one of the most awkwardest moments, which also doubles as the most intimate moment, is when your partner tells you to watch them tear you to pieces. And I don't mean like roughly or anything like that. Like when they're emotionally breaking you down in the middle of the act and you're like, you just don't know how to handle it. You're just kind of like, if I look at you, I'm going to feel naked and afraid. Because when you're with the right person, right, and you have that connection, that unbreakable stare is what I like to call it. It's the most awkward and the most intimate thing. And it's like you're peering into each other's souls, right? It's embarrassing because you're like laid out there and they see all your stuff. The good, the bad, the ugly, the flawed, the whatever you want to call it. It's just right there. It's right there. Even when you turn the lights out, because some of us like to get away with that, right? We're like, turn the lights off. But those who don't want the lights off, those are the ones that are trying to get into your psyche. They're trying to implant themselves, make sure that you never, ever, 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 ever forget them. And then because it's daytime, this is exactly what's happening to Zori. So just wanted to point that out. And she didn't listen right away. It takes courage to bear yourself open like that. Yeah, eyesight is crazy intense, especially that stare in that moment. It's one of the most intimate and one of the most awkward things that can happen. So it's rough. It's rough. Here we go. Zori, don't make me make you. Ahora dulce, Zori. Now sweet Zori. He's basically telling her now in Spanish. And my Spanish is like, it's good, but it's not good right now because I'm embarrassed. So I apologize. Lo siento. God, when he spoke with that sure, confident voice, I was helpless to do anything but obey. My allergies. I moved my hand and rose up on my elbow so that we were face to face. He wore a half smile on his beautiful lips, and his eyes swam with unrestrained passion. My gaze followed the movement of his as they searched mine. Now that I have your full attention, I want you to listen very carefully because I'm only going to say this once. I nodded. What else could I do? Okay, obviously this is going to have to come out because my allergies are like driving me crazy. Zoraida Limmys, you are mine. Mia. There isn't going to be any more arguing about it. Understand? He waited a beat before he spoke again. Nod your head if you hear me. That happens. Do you guys ever have like that blank out moment where someone's talking to you and it's like an intimate moment and they're like waiting for your response and you're just like in la la love land spaced out and you're like, what'd you say? Huh? Can you repeat that one more time? Yeah, that happens. It happens. I nodded. He said I belonged to him. Check. Got that. We're going to see this thing through, you and me, and there is no getting off this ride. Not unless the other wants out. Deal? Let's hope. Let's hope. The air is infused with my eagerness to oblige him, give him anything he wanted. I was so wet, so needy. I'd agree to it all if it would just get him back to doing what he was doing. She's thinking about, you need to finish downtown. Okay, let me stop. That was awkward. Sorry. He said we'd see this thing through to the end. What thing? The sex thing? Pay attention, Zori. Right, sex. We'd see it through to the end. Wait, no. I didn't want to ruin our friendship. We wanted different things. Okay, well, if you didn't want to ruin your friendship and you wanted different things, you should not have consented. Like, when he was trying to drop draws, sweetheart, you should have been like, no, no, no. But, like, a more convincing no, obviously. Because she's not convinced, because we all know that she wants him. Mateo. I pushed against his shoulders and rose up, resting and he rose up, resting on his heels. We can't do this. It's going to change everything. I don't want that. It's kind of too late, sweetheart. That's my commentary. It's not in the book. It's kind of too late. You done already passed go. He's collecting his $200 as we speak. You cannot stop the oncoming train. I mean, you can, but why even take it there? It will change in the best kind of way. Oh, wait, I skipped a sentence. Hold on. We can't do this. It's going to change everything. I don't want that. My brain was still foggy, but my mind was slowly making its debut. It will change in the best kind of way. You haven't been paying attention to what I'm saying. I want you to be mine. I want to be yours. Funny, he hadn't wanted that when we were in high school. This isn't high school. Pull your head out of your ass and grow a pair. You can't be serious. Dead serious. You need to wake up, Zori. I'm right here. Open your eyes. My eyes are open, Maddie. I watched as he huffed out a breath and grabbed the back of his neck, shaking his head. Put your clothes back on. Ooh, she done pissed this man off. What man do you know tells you to put the clothes back on once he done already started? Like, if you with somebody and it's a dude and y'all, 75% there and he done already started doing some things and then he tells you to put your clothes back on, something wrong. But she pissed him off, so we get it. Wait, what? Why? Feeling all kinds of stupid, I scrambled off the bed, snagged my dress off the floor, and put it back on. Why couldn't he see that this was a bad idea? You didn't think so a moment ago. As I straightened my dress, I saw Mateo's retreating form. He'd actually up and left the room. Well, shit. My plan had been to come here and have a fantastic time, but not at the expense of his feelings. I didn't know if I should go after him or not, but I chose not to. I ordered room service and tried to figure out what I should do about Maddie and me. I couldn't sleep. After I'd eaten, I tried to come up with a solution that would benefit both of us, but there wasn't one. I waited all night for Mateo to come back to the room. He never did. He's hurt, sweetheart. You hurt this man's feelings. He was dead set on getting it on with you and taking things to the next level. But if you guys remember, Zori doesn't have a good understanding of what a good relationship looks like. Like, all of her ideals towards what she considers a good relationship thrives on materialistic items, money, and what she feels is security. So that's one of the things that I liked about writing this story, is we get to see her grow as a character. My allergies once again. So here we go. Zori's point of view. Still, I was supposed to meet with Kinderly in less than 5 minutes, and Mateo still hadn't made an appearance. I hadn't seen him at breakfast either. He didn't come home all night. Damn. Where the hell could he have gone? I decided to take the meeting with Kinderly in the private cabana. I was given the option of meeting her there or where everyone had gathered yesterday. I was a bit tired and a whole lot cranky, so I settled for beautiful scenery to brighten my mood. The beach looked like a bed of crushed pearls as it glistened in the sun. Lush undergrowth and leaning palms were off to the left, an invitation to an adventure. The sound of the surf as it kissed the shore was calming. Mario brought me a mimosa and a plate of fruit. I wanted to relax, but I worried about Mateo, and I felt like a major bitch for the way I'd acted the night before. The warmth from the sun wasn't too hot this early in the day, especially with the breeze coming off the ocean. It was a combination ideal for a morning stroll, which would be perfect, is if Maddie were here. Ah, there you are. Mario said, you wanted to meet out here. Perfect choice. And I'm a horrible reader. Can you guys tell this? This is Kinderly talking, by the way. Touching my shoulder as she took the seat next to me. Good morning, I said quietly. My mind was still on Mateo and his whereabouts. I've read over your file, and I have to say I know the perfect fantasy for you. It's a little unconventional, but I think once you experience what is offered, you'll be more than happy with the results. I perked up at her words and looked over to see Kinderly staring at me with a thoughtful smile on her face. I doubt I will leave here married, although that had been the original plan. Well, the proposal part anyway. All good things come to those who are willing to take the chance and accept what is instead of what they want. We all want things, dear, but sometimes it's the things that are needed that help us gain the stuff we want. Gain the stuff we never truly knew we wanted. And I can't read. It's just official. Tigers can't read. She had a point. An image of Mateo flashed in my head, and I was reminded again of how selfish I was. Have you seen the guy I arrived with yesterday? His name is Mateo Vargas. Yes, Mr. Vargas requested his own fantasy and already started his journey. Did he not tell you? Dude up and went on his own fantasy without his bestie that he's in love with. What? I'd be just a little bit angry, but then you can't blame the dude because she kind of just, put it out there and then took it back. And considering, all things considering, he could have been really, really rude about it, but he wasn't. He didn't actually handle it as mature as we would have liked, right? Because he just kind of stormed out. Then he didn't come back. And I think in his head, he was doing like a ninja mind game moment, right? He was like, if I don't come back, she gonna worry about me all night, which is what she did. No, he most certainly hadn't told me anything. He'd walked out of the room, left me wanting. Granted, I had been the one to put a halt to things, but still, he could have at least talked to me. We still needed to resolve a few things. We needed to come to an understanding. Sweetheart, he ain't trying to talk to you right now. He's trying to get his fantasy on. So he's at least still here. Yes, of course. Kinderly smiled widely and leaned back in her chair, sighing. I love it here, she said wistfully. It's a very beautiful island, and it was. Everything about the resort was warm and friendly, from the staff to the beautiful views. Well, you should pack your things. I'll have Mario take you to your new location. New location? Yes, dear. You'll be taken to an undisclosed spot. It's an open concept, but there will be a staff member on hand to assist you. Make sure that you're fed and help you should you need it. Open concept? Ah, you're not familiar with the term. It's open as in out in the open, eco-friendly, and boasts beautiful views as well. Antonio owns quite a bit of the Pearl Islands, but many of them are still undeveloped. I have just the spot for you. You'll have no contact with the outside world. There is no electricity, but there is an emergency radio should you need to get in touch with the resort. Despite roughing it, you should be fine. No electricity. How would we handle that? Could we go somewhere with no electricity? I think I could if I knew I was coming back like within 72 hours. I think that would be like my max. 72 hours max, and then I'd be like, okay, fourth day, it's time for some electricity, some lights, some internet. But I like the idea of the open concept and the echo. And I did look that up. There are islands where you can stay at that have eco-friendly buildings. Thank you for the love. And there's no electricity, and everything it's an open concept. What you have to be willing to deal with are geckos, mosquitoes, bugs, ants, and all of that. Chris says, I'm not handling that well. I need electricity. I understand. I could do it for 3 days. After that, day 4, we got to get me back to the land of the living. That doesn't sound like anything. That doesn't sound anything like what I requested. Trust me, it's exactly what you need. You can opt to stay here at the resort, but I promise you'll miss out on an amazing opportunity if you do. Fate is fate. So let me give you a little background about Kinderly. In the very first Indulgences book, which was January, and I don't remember who wrote January, they give you kind of like Kinderly's backstory, and she's a psychic. So she's basically telling her, fate is fate, do you, boo, and go to the island, or you'll regret it. You can do this. Who am I going to the island with? That's the beauty of it. You won't know till you get there, but don't worry. I promise you won't disapprove. There is also one other request. I was a little concerned now. What more could she say? What's the other request? I asked cautiously. You are to keep an open mind, don't make any rash decisions, and let things happen naturally. If you're truly to experience what you requested, then you need to let go and give in. Say yes instead of no. Understand when playing the game of hearts, you want to ensure you always hold the winning hand. What if I don't like the person on the island? Or worse, what if she was sending me on some sort of journey of self-discovery? I'd be alone. Of all the items on my list, alone wasn't one of them. Don't worry, the other guest will be to your liking. I can promise you that. Or you can get a full refund on your stay here. You have my word. What's that?
The Huntsman Spider is now in the United States.
The what spider? I'm sorry, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Hubby.
The Huntsman Spider.
The Huntsman Spider, how did it get here?
Through the bananas.
Through the bananas. Where are bananas coming from?
Guess how big they get?
How big do they get?
12 inches.
12 inches? 12 inches of a spider is now here in the U.S. called the Huntsman Spider, guys, in case any of you guys wanted to know
You
that.
see, like, this is the sliding glass door. Look at how big that thing is.
Oh, hell to the mother fluffin' no.
They found one in Houston already.
They found one in Houston? Why? But it can't mate with other spiders, right? We're not going to have like an arachnophobia moment, are we?
I don't know, but these suckers are...
Y'all, let me tell y'all something. If a spider that big shows up at my house, I'm burning the whole effing house down. I'm not even playing with you.
Look at how big it is compared to the lady.
Why is she... Those are in Australia, aren't they?
They came from Africa or something.
From Africa? They came from my homeland? Oh, hell no.
That's a big spider.
That was important enough to interrupt me. Thank you.
We need to get a harpoon?
Yeah, we need a harpoon. My husband is quite the character, isn't he? Okay. So, with that, Kinderly stood and walked away. With her graceful glide, she almost floated as her long, silvery hair drifted behind her. The woman was a very interesting character, to say the least. But now that she was gone, my thoughts were filled with Mateo. Where had he gone? I wanted to see him before I left. I didn't want to be that friend, the one who brought him to a resort and then ditched him. Well, sweetheart, that's what you did. You ditched your man. That would be wrong on so many levels. While walking back to my room, I tried to come up with the right words to say to him. My behavior yesterday was unbecoming. I had way more class than that. If I wanted us to be friends, I needed to put out friend signals. If I wanted us to be more than friends, I had to let things progress as he'd suggested last night. There was no middle ground, not with this. I didn't want to leave Mateo behind. I tried to send him a text, only he never responded. Didn't show at the spot I suggested we meet before I headed to the other island. I didn't get a chance to say a lot of things. Mostly what I wanted to say was, I'm sorry. And that's chapter 7. So she almost had her sexy time. She denied it. She basically didn't give him a courtesy, whatever you want to call it. He went in, she went out. He left because he was like probably thinking, damn it to hell. But I have a feeling, well, we know, right? Because it's the book. Oh, my goodness, my nose. We know, right? Who's going to be on the island. I mean, who else is going to be on the island? But I will say that there is a little bit of twist to that about those folks on the island. I know Chris knows about that because she bought the book and read it in one sitting. Was it one sitting that you read it in? You read it all in the same night? Oh, my nose is killing me. So, yeah. Woo. And, yeah. Yeah. What time is it? No, it's really 10:03. We've been on here for an hour, y'all. For real? No, we haven't. We've only been on for 30 minutes. Okay. I came on at 9:30. See, that's what I'm saying. I've had a week. I've had just a week. If you are in my Discord channel, which you all should be, go there and be fruitful. I've updated the side menus under the book section. I've only put up 4 of my series. I'm going to put up the rest because I've written a lot of books. But if you go in there, you can check it out. You can see some stuff. And then I'm going to start, posting content as I get time, as time permits, as well as secret content. I've already posted some there. We've got music channels. We've got K-dramas channels and reviews happening. There's a lot of stuff happening on my server. It's fun. And it's nice to see that a lot of people are coming. It's like we're not all on at the same time, granted. Like I think right now there's only 24 people online and 95% of those are the bots. But I've got, oh my goodness, my server has grown. How many people? I think I have like 48. It sounds small, but it's not small to me. It's big. It's a big world. Yes, she read it in like 2 hours. She read the whole series in one night, all the Indulgence books. Oh, wow. Goodness gracious. So you read all of the authors in that. Nice. Yeah, Hildy McQueen is the one that put that together. I love Hildy. She is amazing. She also writes as H.M. Queen, her paranormal romance. Her Hildy McQueen pen name is mostly historical romance of the Scottish persuasion. But yeah, she's really good. I love her to pieces. I'll probably, I say probably. I need to say probably. Oh, and you've read 3 of mine from my series so far. Which one was it? Beauville, right? Stories from Beauville, the Southern Contemporary. Yeah, with the Lola India drama. Lola, Anna, and the Stormtroopers. Yeah, I will probably see Hildy in a couple months in February, depending on how the nature of the world is in February. If it's good and safe, I will be going to Daytona and I will be doing a book signing there. I usually go every single year, but couldn't the last couple of years. Oh, you read 2 other series. Girl, you plowing through. What other ones did you read? I'm curious now. Thank you for the likes, Millennial Bookworm. Oh, you're going to read the Gods ones next? Oh, Academy of the Gods. I had to think about that. Dude. See, that's how many books I got out there. Academy of the Gods. So there's only the one in this. It's a series starter. And I do have it up here on my board for the continuation. Those are going to be like little mini reads, like shorts, and it's just going to follow the class. And it's It's Egyptian mythology, which is one of my favorites, by the way. Yeah, so yay! I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna get back to my Korean. I did pretty good today, I will say. And then I downloaded this app called Pagopa, I think it's called, where you Arctic Wolves is the BDSM one. A lot of people really enjoyed that. Arctic Wolves, I will admit, Arctic Bound was my highest selling book. The second time when I had started advertising it to get ready for The Reaping, and The Reaping is a free read, by the way. You won't find it on Amazon, but you can find it on like Barnes or Google Play, I think, and a couple other different sites that let you do free books. But I had did a promotion for the Reaping, which was a free read, and it's a novella in between Arctic Bounds and Dire Cravings. And when I got my check finally for the quarter, I was blown away. I was like, WTF, what? I was so happy. Yeah, Shadow Unit is my other love. Shadow Unit is my first series I've ever published. There are exactly 5 books and 2 novellas, so 7 books total. Book 6 will be coming out probably towards the end of the year, and that one is Blood Kissed. I'm excited about Adam's story. Adam is my Hollywood boy. Like, he's a pretty boy vampire, but he's got a lot of shady shit happening with him, so it's going to be interesting. And he is part of a clan of vampires that have demon blood, so there's a story behind there, and his father is like kind of like king of the demons, and he gets hooked up with this chick who lives in a frost world, and appropriately they call her the Ice Queen. Oh, you're waiting on the physical books to get here before making TikTok. Whoa, dude, you bought the books? What? Oh my god, thank you so very much. Okay, so I gotta tell you, the Shadow Unit book covers are different from the ebook covers because Rebecca Poole from Dreams to Media haven't made my new book covers yet for the hard copies. So you will get the old covers, which they're not bad covers. They're beautiful covers. It's just that the person who did the first 4 decided she wasn't going to make books anymore, and so I had to get with Rebecca, and Rebecca, love her to pieces. I've worked with her plenty of times. She's over at Dreams to Media. She went in and she went HAM on those covers. I'm hoping that this is the last time, but I only have 3 more books left in the series. It's a 9-book series, and there is an overarching series, Arctic Bound. My Arctic Wolf series combines with the Shadow Unit series and is part of my God Wars universe. So thank you for the love. So you guys will be able to see how all of those series kind of mesh into one, and we're going into the Armageddon post-apocalyptic phase of that series. So, and it's a dark paranormal. Yeah, I like to mix stuff up, and it's got a lot of mythology in there from like all over. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I'm excited. Thank you so much, Chris. I so appreciate it. You should have told me. I would have sent you some signed books. They would have been of the old covers, of course, but I still would have sent them. All right, ladies and gents. And Chris, you went ahead and got the physical copy of A Game of Hearts too. You still want me to send you a signed copy, or you want me to send you a signed copy of another book? Let me know. I've got to put an order in for A Game of Hearts. I only have 1 copy left, and it's the one I'm reading from, so I need to order some, so that I can send those of you who were on last week, I can send you guys your books. I didn't forget. Y'all thought I forgot. I did not forget. But yeah, you guys have an amazing evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and my bumbling reading. Okay, I'll send you the signed copy. Yeah, dude, I love mythology too. Oh my god, I've got Bullfinch's mythology. I've got the classical mythology. dude, Sumerian mythology, the African like, dude, I'm on it when it comes to mythology. I love mythology so much, and the stories are just amazing, and they are life lessons too. And hell, as far as I'm concerned, it's all real. So, whatever. All right, guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. Have a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend. I will be streaming tomorrow. I will be streaming Genshin Impact, and it will not lag because I got it hooked up on the PlayStation. I'm living my best life. So, look for me tomorrow. I will do that. And then also, too, in Discord, I'm going to start putting up my streaming schedule for the week so you guys know when I'm coming on. Okay? Bye. Asta. Bye, Chris. I'll see you later, sweetheart. Have a good night. And tell your son I said hello. Do, 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 do.